The honourable member for Kootenay, Columbia has 5 minutes for right of reply.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am proud to wrap up the second reading debate of my private member's Bill C-281, an act to establish the National Local Food Day for Canada. I want to thank all of the honourable members for their speeches, for their support, and for making me very hungry and thirsty. And I want to thank my staff for their amazing work on this important initiative. When I last spoke on the House on Bill C-281, I highlighted a number of local food producers and initiatives in Kootenay, Columbia. And over the recent break week, I had the opportunity to visit the beautiful Creston Valley, in many ways the agricultural heart of my riding. As I noted in my previous speech, the Creston Valley grows virtually every variety of vegetable, wine grapes, apples, and other kinds of fruit. And the Creston Valley is also home to Table Tree Juice, whose black cherry juice was recognized as the world's best pure juice product at the World Juice Awards in 2012. Madam Speaker, I'm not sure if you're old enough to remember a time when milk came in glass bottles. Well, thanks to Kootenay Meadow Dairies, it still does in much of the Kootenays. The Harris family dairy farm produces fresh organic milk that is delivered in reusable glass containers. Remember those wine grapes I mentioned? For an amazing Kootenay Columbia culinary experience, try pairing a vintage wine from Skimmerhorn Winery or Wynwood Cellars or Bale Groman Estate Winery with any of Kootenay Meadows' organic hard cheeses. And Madam, I have to say I love that saying that if God grew it, I can brew it. Madam Speaker, I know that just as I am passionate about local food in my riding, Canadians in every region are passionate about local food in their communities. And I've heard from many Canadians across the country about what local food means to them. Jolene from Aldergrove wrote, "I think the most simple way that I can put it is connection. I'm certain that through the generations, we've lost our connections to food, what food is, how to prepare it, and how it is grown. I changed because I don't want my children growing up to think that food is something frozen that you buy in a grocery store and stick in a microwave. I want them to know that a lot of people work very hard for the food we put on our tables, and some of them grow so much food but still can't put food on their own tables to eat. I also want them to know what a clean, healthy, sustainable farm looks like. And I can't imagine a better place to change the world for the better than helping people who've lost touch with their food come back into connection with it." Hélène from Brossard wrote, "Eating local food is important to me, and it encourages people here who work hard to make a living. When you consume food from the other side of the world, it takes longer, it pollutes the planet more." John from Sudbury wrote, "National Local Food Day is a good idea on several fronts: economic, social, health, and environmental. It would be a boost to the local economy for farmers. Rural communities and surrounding towns and cities would be more socially connected. The idea is a winner and should be supported." The Surrey White Rock Food Action Coalition wrote, "Focusing attention on healthy, high-quality, locally grown food will support our farmers and fishers, keep jobs in our communities, and strengthen the local economy. We envision an integrated and resilient local food system that enables physically accessible, culturally acceptable, and affordable food for everyone, supports a local economy, and empowers food literacy and capacity building within the community. Let's celebrate those values with a National Local Food Day this October." Madam Speaker, whether your local food is the caribou and Arctic char of the north, the seafood of the coasts, the artisan cheeses of Quebec, the ice wine of Ontario, the pork of Manitoba, the beef and grain and, yes, prairie oysters from the prairies, the traditional foods of Indigenous people across Canada, or anything in between, a National Local Food Day is for you. Madam Speaker, I've always said that it is easy to love Bill C-281. It is my sincere hope that all members will vote in support of this bill at all stages. We all know that food matters from farm to factory to fork, or from gate to plate. Let's make National Local Food Day a reality. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Bravo.